thank you for coming to the first summer social of the Canadian Federation of the Blind of Ontario. There's still lots of food up there, I'm pretty sure. I hope that means that, I hope the food was okay. I hope the fact that there was so much up there, you know, hope everybody... So, this is the Canadian Federation of the Blind, and there are lots of organizations for the blind in Canada. Most of us are affiliated with one or many. And one of the first questions that we get asked is, why do we need another one? So, I'd like to tell you that the Canadian Federation of the Blind is different because we are not an organization speaking on behalf of blind people. We are an organization of blind people speaking for ourselves. We know we are like no other blindness organization because we know that blindness is not the characteristic that defines you or your future. Every day, we raise expectations for blind people because low expectations are the true obstacle between blind people and our dreams. You can live the life you want. That means having the education and the job you want. That means having the family you want. That means pursuing the hobbies and interests you feel passionate about, and experiencing full and equal participation in society. The Canadian Federation of the Blind knows that blindness is not what holds you back. We believe that nearly all of the barriers to our full and equal participation in society are artificial and can be removed through hard work, ingenuity, love, hope, and determination. We believe in the capacity of blind people to raise expectations and remove barriers for ourselves. By working together, we can reduce blindness to an inconvenience. We embrace the tools and techniques that make blind people successful, and we support responsible and effective mentoring. If you are blind, the CFB is your government. While anyone can be a member, only blind members can vote on policy, vote on the direction of the organization. That's right. Only blind members can draft policy for the organization. Only blind people are allowed to run and hold office. The Canadian Federation of the Blind is uniquely and solely the property of blind people. Without an organization like the Canadian Federation of the Blind to be our authentic voice of blind people and characterize the rich diversity of the blind community, we as a society are stagnating. Only when the blind take the reins of our collective destiny into our own hands will we truly be able to change what it means to be blind in Canada. The CFB supports the Pacific Training Center for the Blind, a newly developed structured discovery training center staffed entirely by blind orientation and mobility independent living skills and specialized training instructors. We also support the National Network of Equitable Library Services, an accessible alternative format library owned entirely by public library systems. And you can get information on the NNELS at our back table. We do have some stuff to take to your library if you want to get access to that. I'll just throw that in there. Nationally, we are involved in Canada's recently tabled federal accessibility legislation, and we are about to start work on the issue of employers requiring driver's licenses without tying the driver's license to an essential function of the job. We are also researching the quality of audio description in movie theaters, and you can participate in that research. Carrie will probably be able to tell you all about that.
I will.
Yep, that's coming up. Provincially, we are working on a human rights employment case that may prohibit employers from refusing to hire on the basis of inaccessible workplace technology. We are challenging to protect the rights of a person who was illegally restrained and forced to the hospital against his will because he is blind. Yep. We know that the blind in Ontario have grave concerns about the direction of our newly appointed government. And we are looking for ways to help our members participate fully in the policies, issues that affect us. Considering the plight of the blind in our failing system, we would hardly blame you if you accused us of being not much fun.
Hey, speak for yourself. Right, Brian?
Yeah.
There is an impossible amount of work
Yeah.
to be done. And right now, there are few hands to do the work. However, this year's convention season, which was extremely successful, by the way, and the growing spark of interest in federationism across Canada remind us that living the life we want includes earning the right to have fun the way we want.
Yeah. Oh, man. Bring it on.
I believe that every person here has something to offer the Federation, and that the Federation has hope, determination, and real resources to offer you in return. So I'd like to invite you to, just in wrapping up, I'd like to invite you to come by and say hi to us. I've met most of you. I've hopefully been able to shake hands with all of you, but I may have missed somebody. But I definitely invite you to come see us and pick up some literature. We have current issues of the Canadian Federation of the Blind, Blind Canadian magazine, and they're print. They're not really for you.
It is available online.
Yeah,
but
it's
online. Yes.
Yeah, our
this one
copy.
has a nice picture on the cover if you...
Our copy is available online,
Photo.
but what the intent of them is that if you're going to ophthalmologist's
Yeah.
office or politician, that you would drop them off, and that would really support the CFB.
Yeah.
We also have information packages on the National Network of Equitable Library Services, as we said. So if you would like your library to sign up for NELS, please come back and get a package, and we have many of those to give out. We also have a few copies of The Politics of Blindness. If you haven't read The Politics of Blindness, you can get it from any reputable online bookstore like iBooks or Kindle or Playbooks. We have a few daisy copies of The Politics of Blindness here, if you'd prefer that, if you want something to put on a shelf. And we also have, you can get the politics from NELS, and you can get it from the Cella if you have access to those services. The Politics of Blindness is a huge part of our platform, so I hope you'll find it and read it. If you need help getting it, please let us know. We'll make sure that you get it. Thank you again for coming, everyone. It's great to see everybody here. I really appreciate it. Our next meeting is third Thursday of September at 7 o'clock, and it's a teleconference meeting. I hope that as many of you as can make it will come out and join us.
That would be the 20th of September.
Good work.
So yeah, well, thank you very much for listening to me as I plod through my reading.
Good job, Erik.
It's so good to see everybody out here. Really.